Hooray! The perpetually incompetent May has gone, and we now finally have someone in charge who knows what he's doing. Hooray for Boris Johnson! Hooray for the Conservative Party! Hooray for Brexit! Hooray! So, a week into the new happy-clappy world of this born-again spendthrift Tory party, what do we now know? Well, we now know that there actually is a magic money tree. Extra policemen? You got it. More pay? Pick a number. Tax cuts? Why didn't you say? Johnson has a clear view of the future.
We will remain a paid-up, valued, participating member of the single market.
Brexit means Brexit, and no deal is better than a bad deal is consigned to history and replaced with happiness, optimism, and the power of positive thinking. Now the answer to every negative thought is to be positive. Northern Ireland, you'll be fine without a backstop. Be optimistic. Wales, your farmers won't need to burn their sheep. Something will turn up. Scotland, you don't need a second independence referendum. The union will be renewed, and it'll be great. We can have street parties again. You'll love it. Does this new government huddle together, murmuring nervously about the huge crock of shit we're in? Or, if they're practising what they're preaching, are they fueled by positivity? Perhaps the new Tory anthem is, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Either scenario is equally as frightening. Particularly when you have Team Johnson in charge of getting you out of the stinking mess we're currently floating up to our necks in. It took Theresa May a few months before she was found to be over-promoted and acting below her pay grade. This king of incompetence arrived entirely in his altogether. Johnson says we won't be leaving the EU without a deal, yet he didn't hesitate to authorise his new Chancellor to spend billions of what's left of euro pounds on preparing for a no deal. They're taking on 500 new border staff and preparing for a no deal, yet we're told that no deal won't lead to border delays. So, what's all the extra staff for? Of course there's going to be delays. There's going to be chaos at the ports and the airports. Do they think we're buttoned up the back? You're not buttoned up the back, are you? They want no deal because no deal gives them a clean canvas to recreate the right-wing version of the new world. Low wages, low taxes, minimum employment rights, turning Britain into a super Trump world business park, floating offshore from the largest trading market in the world. We just have to believe that keeping no deal on the table is an excellent negotiating tactic. You wouldn't go into a showroom to buy a car if you weren't willing to walk away from a bad deal, would you? Goes the wisdom of the Brexiteer. But this is a comparison that doesn't stand up to road testing. No deal is really like turning up at the car showroom with your rather slightly taken for granted reliable family saloon. There's a few more miles on the clock than you would like. The windscreen washer works some days. Oh, and although your car's worth £5,000, the estimate on the repairs is 10. And if they don't accept your offer, you're just going to turn around and walk straight back out again. Take it or leave it. So, you stride into the showroom and slap your deal, your no deal, down on the table. You demand the latest model, top of the range with a 50% discount off the price and a full tank of fuel. And if they don't agree, you're gone. They want to make a sale, then they better offer you a great deal. You deliver that sort of demand in the showroom, and before you can say,
we are. That is under no circumstances.
You're out on your arse on the pavement, the shrieks of laughter ringing in your big stupid cloth ears. And while you were in there making an idiot of yourself, you discover that your old banger has just been lifted by the council as an abandoned car, taken to the local scrappy and systematically crushed. So look, for the next few weeks we're going to be bombarded with Johnson's ill thought out bluster and bullshit. He's going to wave his hands and bumble and mock your intelligence with his permanent smirk, push around the floppy blonde mop that sprouts from the box that surrounds the huge mastermind Johnson brain that bullied, lied and double-crossed its way to the top of the political tree. But the clock is ticking already. The Tories are reduced down to a majority of one, and only in power thanks to those loathsome flat earthers, the DUP. So get your holidays in now. They'll all be back for the first week of September, champing at the bit to make your day-to-day living worse, not better. They don't care. They're doing it, and they're going to expect you to endorse it. Will there be a no-confidence vote or a snap election? Whatever happens, I think we might be in for a busy September. By the way, do you know anyone who'd like to buy a slightly damaged family car? Any offer accepted.